they love to show us a little bit of something of what they've been up to, and that was heart pounding.
I don't know. I just say, hang in there, strap in. I had no idea when I did Mission Impossible 3. You know.
Have your passport ready.
Yeah. Yeah. When I think about all the places we've been and the adventures I've had. Three of the Mission Impossible movies to watch in a row.
Okay.
All right. Pom, I'm going to lay this out and see what you think. I would say, this doesn't have to be your choice, I would watch, obviously you're going to need to see Dead Reckoning and The Final Reckoning because they are part of an ongoing story. But I think Fallout leads quite nicely into those three.
Yeah, true. I love Fallout.
Because Fallout is a truly beautiful standalone film. And I think in terms of, you could do an early Ethan career, and you could do a late Ethan career, and you could do a middle Ethan career.
You just want to see all of the films.
Yeah.
Just watch all of them.
Yeah, they're all amazing.
You could do the Ethan the early years, 1, 2, and 3. You could do Ethan midlife crisis, 4, 5, and 6. And then, Dead Reckoning and The Final Reckoning are both on the longer side, so that would feel like a triple bill.
Okay, what's the one where he falls out of the ceiling? Comes down the ceiling. He's
First
like
one,
that.
Mission Impossible.
And what about when he's running down the building? Yeah, that one, and flips around and crashes through the glass window, and
And third one?
and they're Fallout.
Fallout, yeah.
Fallout.
You made your debut.
That's
It has to
right.
be that one.
Walking down that hallway. That was my stunt. Yeah.
The ones he's not in.
Yeah, definitely 1 and 2 would be out the window. I personally, for me, Rogue Nation is kind of like a buddy movie with Benji and Ethan. And then Ilsa comes and spoils it. She's sort of, and Benji is very obviously, clearly, slightly jealous of Ilsa the minute he sees her. Not just because she tries to shoot him, but Rogue Nation would be on there. You two of yours.
The favorite with you in it? I mean, this one, you're unbelievable in it. You're funny. You're like moving. We're scared for you.
Thanks. And similarly with these two, just the journey that Paris goes on, it's a lifetime of an arc in 2 films. And I love it. I love how she changes. It's just brilliant.
How did it compare, Pom, compared to Dead Reckoning, which was your first experience of a Mission Impossible? And this, was it used to the fact of how crazy making one of these films is?
I mean, it was amazing. We spent 5 years together shooting both movies, and for me, it was incredible to get to create this cool character at first in the previous movie, and then redevelop the relationships with the other characters and get to share scenes with Simon, for example, because in the first movie, I didn't really get to do that. So it was really cool, and it shows growth to the character too, and some a softer side to her in some ways.
Yeah. Is it more fun to be on the side of IMF or be a villain though?
But
Because
both
usually
are
it's
great.
more fun to play a villain.
It's all about having layers to the character, and it's just not show just one color,
And also, it's not like she changes. She doesn't suddenly become like, she's still just as badass, It's like, it just so happens that that's the side she's on suddenly,
Yeah. What do you think you would say to younger Simon starting out on Mission Impossible 3, just what this series would do, or what's the main lesson you had to know back then?
Providing I wouldn't, obviously freak out seeing an old version of me talking to me. I don't know, I just say, hang in there, strap in. I had no idea when I did Mission Impossible 3,
Have your passport ready.
Yeah. Yeah, when I think about all the places we've been and the adventures I've had, I'd assure myself that you're in for an amazing 20 years.
Yeah. And I know obviously everyone talks about Tom Cruise and death-defying stunts and risking his life for our entertainment. But for both of you, when you look back on this, what's the most challenging thing for you? What is your hanging off a biplane stunt that you've done in either obviously since Mission Impossible 3 or across these 2 movies, Pom?
What the thing that we've done?
The hardest thing, the most challenging thing. I think just the whole film is like a challenge, isn't it? Like keeping up with Tom's sort of he doesn't demand it of us at all, but he sort of inspires you to try and be as applied and as dedicated as he is. And
it's like a contagious passion and fire for making everything better and training hard and always challenging yourself. And everyone does it, every department on the movie. So it's just beautiful to get all these talents together, just being in sync.
And you kind of want to. It's like if you do something and he praises you, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, Tom like my thing.
Do you remember? Has he ever praised you, Simon?
He glazes me all the time. He's very sort of he's so generous with his sort of.
He's very vocal with anything anyway.
He doesn't really like talking about himself, does he? Like he'll always turn on to you.
He's always very generous in talking about others and just celebrating others.
He always calls you elegant, so elegant. Like even like your fight choreography and stuff. It's brilliant.
The way they make these films is crazy. It's totally different to everything else. Did you?
7 years for the, for the last two. More responsibility on her shoulders. On Erica's shoulders. So more involvement, more interaction.
Even though you're not doing stunts, it still must feel electric being around all those actors.
It was absolutely. Just the stakes, the tension, and just trying to, play with dialing that up, dialing that tension up.
Yeah. Did you feel that did you want a fight scene though? Is it kind of sad just being Mission Impossible and not get a fight scene? Just make up a few people. No, it's like fine.
I want peace.
Totally
I want everything to turn out right.
Yeah.
I'm just like Erica.
It feels like obviously the conversation of those films is Tom Cruise is basically risking his life for our entertainment. Did you ever get to witness any of these, or were you just never anywhere near that set?
Not in person, no. But before we began, they love to show us a little bit of something of what they've been up to, and that was hearts pounding, in and of itself.
He is so linked to this franchise. What do you feel? Is he the secret sauce that makes it work?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Nobody works harder than he is.
Yeah.
I don't think no one's more committed than he is.
Yeah.
No one just is more embracing and generous as he is as an actor and a producer, and just the like you said, the leader of this series.
Yeah.
No one.
Don't forget who else has the energy to do it.
And if you don't agree with me, we'll hand wrestle it.
Yeah, that's fair.